Julie Roussel here. Welcome to Wacky Wednesday. Thanks everyone for joining in tonight. It's great to see you. Always share the video if you think it's going to help someone. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever walked in from being outside or in a tanning bed and your skin felt like you've been walking on the sun? If you have had that experience, would you please comment yes below in the box? And don't worry, if you do comment, you're not going to be arrested by the UV police. I got you covered. Hey Sarah, hello Aunt Judy, it's great to see you. So if you did happen to comment yes, and you've had that experience, you need to know that you are at the highest risk for skin cancer. So I'm kicking off Skin Cancer Awareness Month by sharing the ways to identify, prevent skin cancer, and alternatives. And I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just presenting facts. So I can almost talk, it's Wednesday. But I did manage to find a lot of information on the Skin Cancer Foundation website, and I'll put that link in the comments when I've ended the video so that you can take a look at it yourself. But the other information I received was from my friend Michelle McBride, who's a dermatology PA and sees this kind of thing every day in her practice. Hey Sarah. Great, I'm glad to hear that. So did you know that 3.5 million people per year are diagnosed with skin cancer? Most are between the ages of 20 to 30 years old, but it's not limited to that age group. It's the fastest growing cancer diagnosis in the United States, and it's only expected to increase. And the amount of skin cancer diagnosis is more than all the other cancers combined, all of them. So I'm hoping that if I share the characteristics, causes, and prevention, that it will help protect you and your loved ones. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you. So the biggest cause, to start us off, UV radiation. You know, we all live on this planet. We're exposed to it every day. And exposure to sun, we know, does cause skin cancer. But the even bigger cause, that's right, Abby, 3.5 million, exactly. But the biggest cause is from exposure to UV light from tanning beds and tanning lamps. See, if you've spent time in that tanning bed for homecoming or prom, wedding, or even vacation. Now, I'm not saying I'm not guilty of this either. I absolutely am. As you can see, I'm like kind of pale. But everyone who's been in those kind of situations with the beds has exponentially increased their risk for skin cancer. So I want to share with you the characteristics that the Skin Cancer Foundation provided, and I hope that they will help you identify and get checked to prevent it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get started in a natural light if possible. This is the best one that I have. And what you want to do is take a look at your skin. That's right, your whole body. But you want to take a look at your skin and make sure that it is clean, which I'm going to do right here. So that you've taken off your sunscreen or your makeup so that you have a clean plate to look at. Pretty easy. I don't think I have sunscreen anywhere else. And you want to start with the letter A. A. And we're going to go all the way through E. It's not the ABCs of skin cancer. It's A, B, C, D, and E. So A is your asymmetry. So if you happen to choose, like I have one right here, and you draw a line down the middle of it, both halves need to match. If they don't, take note of it. B, your border. You want to check and make certain that the border around it is even and rounded. If it's uneven, scalloped, notched, you want to keep a note of that as well. The letter, backwards, C. The letter C is your color. It should be one color only. But if you happen to notice shades of that one color or modeling, black, red, white, or blue, and if you do happen to notice the red, white, and blue, it does not mean that you are turning into the American flag. It just means you need to have that checked. D, diameter. You want to take a look at any spots on your face or body that appear to be larger than the diameter of this little pencil eraser. E, evolving. You want to look for any changes in size, shape, color, elevation, bleeding, crustiness, severe itchiness. All of those could be characteristics. Now, if you notice one or more, it doesn't indicate that you do have skin cancer or that it is. It just means that you need to be checked by a dermatologist or a doctor. And many insurance companies will provide a free yearly skin cancer screening. So just simply ask and they'll steer you in the right direction. Last part is prevention. One of the last parts is prevention. The simplest, wear sunscreen. That's it. It is scientifically proven, and I'm not spouting statistics at you, but it is scientifically proven to prevent and reduce the incidence of skin cancer. The other thing you want to do is include protective gear. And I have some examples of protective gear right here. You've got your handy dandy visor, sunscreen, protective and reflective clothing, cover-ups. You get the idea. The third thing is you want to avoid the sun between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. because that's when the rays are at their strongest. Now, I realize that when you're on vacation and it's a beautiful day, you want to spend the vacation that you've paid for outside, but just on days that the UV is really high, it's best to stay out of the sun during that time. And most importantly for prevention, you really need to stay out of the tanning beds. They're not regulated and you don't know how much UV radiation you're being blasted with at one time. Now, there are alternatives to baking yourself outside or in a tanning bed. First and easiest is a spray tan. You could head into a spa or salon for a short bit amount of time. It's rather easy and done. The other reason is a self-tanner. Now, most of the time these days, they are easy to apply. They don't end up staining your hands, and you don't end up looking like an Oompa Loompa. So yes, I am passionate about preventing all kinds of cancer, especially skin cancer. I have a lot of family and friends that have been recently diagnosed with it, and it's scary. It's a wake-up call. And I've also had a little experience with what not using sunscreen can do to your skin. Because on this side of my face, when I was using an expired sunscreen, I noticed that I had a very large, dark brown patch that kept getting darker. And fortunately now most of it has disappeared thanks to the products that I was using to reverse the damage. But still, it's a scary situation. You don't know. So you want to prevent the damage for the future. And most importantly, I want to prevent my boys from having to suffer and deal with it. So I hope that the information that I've shared with you on characteristics, causes, prevention, and the alternatives to being diagnosed with skin cancer will help you reduce your risk. I'm also thankful that the Skin Cancer Foundation and my friend Michelle were able to provide me with some additional information. So do me a favor, leave a comment or share the video with anyone you think it might help, or PM me if you would like to have some of the recommendations from the Skin Cancer Foundation on sunscreens as well as the different types of spray tanners and what would fit best for you. So just an ounce of prevention can help save your skin from feeling like you've been walking on the sun. I'll catch you later.